I never planned on becoming the villain in my own daughter's story, but sometimes love has to wear steel toed boots. My name is Margaret Maggie Sullivan, 71 years old, retired history professor, widow of 20 months, and apparently the world's most convenient live in maid and ATM. After my husband Tom died of a sudden heart attack in 2023, our only child Claire begged me to sell my big Victorian house in Richmond and move in with her family in Charlotte. Mom, the house is too much for you. Come live with us. The kids miss their Nana. We have that whole basement apartment just sitting there. What she didn't mention was that basement apartment was an unfinished storage room with a leaky pipe and a single bare bulb. What she also didn't mention was that her husband Ryan had lost his sales job 6 months earlier, and they were 3 payments behind on the mortgage of their sprawling 5-bedroom McMansion, the one Tom and I had co-signed for when they only needed a little help with the down payment. I arrived with 3 suitcases and a heart full of grief, ready to be useful. Within weeks, I had turned that damp basement into a cozy suite with my own money. New drywall, a real bathroom, soft lighting, even a little kitchenette. Upstairs, I became the unpaid engine that kept their chaotic life running. 5 a.m. breakfasts, school drop-offs, laundry mountains defeated, doctor appointments managed, and a vegetable garden in the backyard that finally convinced their 2 picky teenagers that green beans don't actually taste like sadness. Claire and Ryan treated my efforts like weather, something that just happened around them. I overheard the truth one Friday night when I came up for a glass of water. She's turning into a hoarder down there with all her books, Claire whispered to Ryan in the dark kitchen. And she keeps rearranging my pantry like I'm still 12. Let her, Ryan snorted. As long as the mortgage gets paid from her pension checks and we don't have to cook, I'm not rocking the boat. I stood in the hallway holding an empty glass, feeling something inside me quietly snap. The next morning, I made pancakes shaped like dinosaurs for my grandkids, kissed them goodbye, and called my lawyer. Linda, it's time. Put the house in Charlotte in my name only, retroactive trust amendment, just like we drafted last year, and schedule the realtor for Monday. Tom and I had never put that house fully in Claire's name. We kept it in irrevocable trust in case they ever needed protecting from themselves. Turns out, themselves was the threat. 3 weeks later, the night before Claire and Ryan were leaving for a 10-day work conference in Cancun that I later learned I had paid for, I left an envelope on the kitchen island. Inside were the new deed, an eviction notice, polite but firm, 30 days, and a cashier's check for exactly $1,400, the amount of 1 month's mortgage payment they could maybe scrape together now. Claire came storming into my basement that evening, eyes wild. Mom, what is this? You can't kick us out. This is our house. No, sweetheart, I said, folding laundry with perfect creases. It's my house. I've been paying the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, the repairs, your credit cards, the kid's orthodontist, and that Cancun trip you charged last month. You have 30 days. Ryan tried the guilt route. What about the children? You'd make your own grandchildren homeless? The children will have a home, I answered. With me. I close on a lovely 4-bedroom condo next week, walking distance to their school. They'll have their own rooms, and you two can visit on Sundays, if you learn the words please and thank you. The tears came next, the apologies, the promises. I listened to all of it, then handed Claire a box and pointed to the stairs. Start with the garage. You'll need the boxes. A month later, I was sipping coffee on my new balcony while my grandkids, Lily and Ethan, chased each other through the sprinklers below. Claire and Ryan found a modest 2-bedroom apartment 20 minutes away. Ryan took a warehouse job with benefits. Claire went back to teaching third grade, something she swore she'd never do again because it paid too little. Funny how motivation clarifies things. They come for Sunday dinner now. Real silverware, cloth napkins, no phones at the table. The kids set the table without being asked. Claire clears the dishes without sighing. Ryan says, "Ma'am," when he asks me to pass the salt, and I pretend it doesn't still sting a little. Sometimes Lily crawls into my lap and whispers, "Nana, why did we ever let you live in the basement?" I kiss the top of her curly head and answer, "Because sometimes people have to lose something to remember it was never really theirs to waste." I'm 71, not dead. My money is mine again. My time is mine again. And my love? That's still here, bigger than ever. But now it comes with boundaries sharp enough to keep everyone safe, including me. Respect isn't something you wait for. It's something you require. And trust me, darling, at any age, it's never too late to teach that lesson.